Hey guys, so I know it's been quite a while since I've played. Clearly, I look a little different. I haven't gotten ready today. So, let's just play some DanganRonpa. It's got loud, I'm so sorry. There it goes. I don't have my water today, unfortunately. I have a untitled drink name. Okay. I actually can't remember what happened last time, so we're just gonna check it out. What? How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But, I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my family.
At this point, I can rely on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility.
Goodbye.
Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master! He didn't take me with him!
Hey.
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without my dog. Whatever. Without the cream or coffee, you're totally useless. So bye. Excuse me. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall, and now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
You know?
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
second.
Wait, how come?
How about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves. What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
I
But up till now, I haven't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. If you hadn't been here, I would have died. Makoto, that's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've been mostly been totally useless. Oh my god.
okay.
So I figure, at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall, and once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Okay, we're back. Sorry about that, my dogs. So you're gonna go off on your own too, right, Kyoko?
However,
Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going to do our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
so
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigating doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. Sorry, my mom walked in. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground, and then we can get back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in this school. We can visit all the places we couldn't go before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth, by any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us, so that's why I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the bio lab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that are connected to the murder, which means which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check. Bro, that's such a freaking long list. Do I have to walk? I totally forgot I can't teleport like in Persona 5. I've been playing that a lot recently, so I haven't had much time to record this. Which I think it's hilarious because I was like almost done with the game. I think I'm almost done with the game. My drink's empty and I need more. Wait. What's here? No. Bum bum. I don't think there's anything on this floor, right? Nah. Bum 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 bum. Okay, in here. Why are we so short? Hey, Hina.
Hey, Makoto.
Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I can't help but wonder about that Monokuma door. So I figured, if all the doors in the school have been unlocked, that one should be open too, right?
But
Although, I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So, you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Oh, wait. Let me take cover first. I don't want to... Something. Hina raced over to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? All right, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Hello? There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was... Whoa, this place is totally sci-fi! Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Oh. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel. It's really over the top, though. Like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit. Then could that mean...
okay.
Alright, let's start poking it at it or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on! You can't just... or whatever, something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was that one. The button that says Data Center. Data Center? I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of a room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled Data Center. That must be the one she pushed. But the Data Center, that's right next door. The room we were just in. That's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now. So I'll just cheer you on from over here. Yes. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hello? Hey. Whoa, give me all your donuts. Is that you, Hina? What? Oh man, busted. How did he know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup? You don't even know what you're controlling? Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here.
Found it.
I guess I found a Guess what I found? A self-destruct button. Whatever you do, don't push it. Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with the Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Controls Monokuma. Surprise, surprise. Well, hey, Makoto. What the heck was that just now? Monokuma. What do you mean? What you were controlling just now? It was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, it looks like that panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room, and the control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words...
Hey.
Maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right. If the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true, but if that is true... It's very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began. And those 16 students. I can't speak. Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student. No, it can't be. There's no way, right? What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like that face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just, this is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it isn't possible, but I really hope it's not true. So, you want to leave soon? There's still a lot of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all of our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. Click. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? Ah! The door just locked on its own! What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why? Of course it's locked because the data center is now restricted! Monokuma?
Just a second.
Hey, no fair! You can't just go around restricting whatever you feel like! It's for your benefit! Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around! Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving! Then that room, as you may have guessed, that's where my controls are! So right now, you're being operated by someone in that room.
Yes, indeed.
Correct, Amundo?
You're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone. Oh, you didn't, did you? Foo-foo-foo, are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch? No way! The hatch on the floor? Too bad! That was your one big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, the room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace! Thank you. He's gone, but... Was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact... Whoa, that's not Hina. In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. Then, when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice, you got me all motivated again.
Got it.
Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint, and I have to do what I can do too. That's the only way forward. Hold on, guys. My plug-in thing is kind of screwed up at the moment, so I have to fix it. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. This will literally take 2 seconds. Okay, it's fixed. Thank you. Okay, where am I going now? Headmaster's room? That's the music thing. Ooh. I'm sleepy. Ew. He looks like he's pissed off about something, and so I don't want to talk to him because he's going to roast me. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. I love Byakuya, but come on, man. Oh, wait. Oh, Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. Hi, Byakuya. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class number 78 student registry. It contains profiles for all of us and Mukuro.
So in other words...
Apparently class number 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right. It also mentioned class number 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in there along with hers,
In other words...
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope's Peak Academy, just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
So, in other words,
When it comes to this profile, there was more information about Mukuro that we still didn't have. What kind of information is it? Why do you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats, but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Entity, I don't know how to say it. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair, and I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous, despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir. When she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. The fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of our students after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was a part of the Ultimate Despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now, but wouldn't that mean that Mukuro and the Mastermind were allies? So why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the Headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They would have had to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the Mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
what?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within that file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before. Hold on, I've got to tilt this up just a tad. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. I missed it. I missed the information. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot, 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is that maybe you'll want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse, and maybe you'll think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance that the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm, right?
It's all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What would you do with that information? What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Hold on, guys. I'm going to make sure my camera's still good because I moved it a little bit. I'm going to move it some more. It's fine like this. Sorry, my back's hurting, so I'm like, oh. The way I've been sitting all day has literally been killing my back. But I don't care. It's a student registry. Apparently that's us. It has profiles on everyone, including Mukuro, just like Mukuro was apparently a new student here. Mukuro, part of the Ultimate Despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then why would the Mastermind kill her? Weren't they friends? I don't think they were friends. There's trophies and even a shield. There are documents scattered all over the floor. It makes him feel anxious. Oh my Hajibis. I'm so sorry. I totally forgot how long I've been recording, so I had to check again. Also, guys, I do already know who the Ultimate Despair is, but I have no idea how this is going to play out because I saw a TikTok. I don't know how this is going to play out, though, so we'll see, we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. I think I know anyway, unless that was wrong information. I don't really know where I'm supposed to go, so amazing. I know I'm supposed to go here. To the biolab. Younger sister. That's all I'm gonna say, guys. Because that's the audio I heard. Sorry, I'm totally dizzy now. Wait, it's so cold. I keep missing it. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Are these corpses? There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glow-glowing lights. But on the other side, there's some kind of... Okay, I've seen something like this before. Oh, that's it. I've seen this thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer an eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicide lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver, and the blue light will let you know the automated systems have activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our systems, anyone can keep a body as fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and the alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel, and we do offer an optional leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge? What is that? There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of those things lately. Do I look back at this again? There's some kind of weird machine, but the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It was a makeshift morgue. And about those lights by each slot, it looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on, which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue. Another one of the victims is... I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I can do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. Rhymes. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. I don't actually know where I'm supposed to go. I thought that was it! Actually, guys. No, I'm not gonna end it yet. Let me see. Several rooms. The Headmaster's room. Okay, the biolab. The Monokuma door. Okay, the 4th floor. And the 2nd floor of the dormitory. I don't know how to get there, though. Like, that is the issue. Like, bruh, like, I may be a little stupid sometimes. This time, I'm gonna go to the crime scene really quick. Just, like, real quick. I don't know where the 2nd dorms are, but I will find them. The body's not there. Huh? It's gone? Mukuro's body. It's not here. Sexy. Did this thing eat it? Maybe the body's inside the tool shed. I better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body. But if it's not in here either, then it must be. Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing. That tarp. A tarp played a key role in another case, so I'd better look into it. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab. Then this originally came from the Biolab? Tarp has been added. Okay, so I guess I have to just... I'm good, so I'm gonna go check the Biolab again. That's all I really needed to check in here. You know what? I'll come back to the dojo. Biolab's more important right now. I don't want to have to look at a dead body, but I guess I will. Alright. Hello? There's some kind of weird machine or something. Oh my gosh. If it's going to go on and on about this, I've already read this. Give me the... Am I supposed to look at the tarps? There's a stack of tarps. I've been seeing a lot of those things. Am I really not supposed to go back there? Period. Yeah. I really don't know where I'm supposed to look. The dojo? Then where's the second dormitories? I can't remember at all. Toko. Oh, Toko. So this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting that you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything. Not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have to have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back! Give me back my precious time! Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Headmaster will. I'm not sure I can disagree with that one. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Yeah? She's losing her mind. Sorry, fam. Gotta go. Let's watch me struggle to find the second floor dorms. Second floor dorms. Second floor dorms. Why did I just decide to act like a robot? The world may never know. Oh my hajibis. That's not it, right? Those are classroom. What is that? Okay, no, we're good. We gotta go fast. Hello? Oh, these? Are these the dorms? I really don't know where they're gonna be. Does it say on the letter? I need to scroll down. The second floor of the dormitory area. In the second floor. The second floor. I am on the second floor. I don't know if there's a... What? I'm a little confused, guys. I'm a little confused right now. I don't really know where I'm supposed to go, but we gonna try. Gotta go fast. Ooh, there's a bathhouse. Oh, this. Okay, hello. The stairs. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. What the crap? The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore. It's just garbage. Oh. Leave the area? No. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. What the crap happened here? This is actually terrifying. I don't approve. This is the girls' bathroom. Even a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Alrighty, let's check the... Hello? Oh. I'm not supposed to go in there. Oops. What? What? This room is filled with the lockers. It must have been for Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Am I supposed to look at all of them? It looks like this locker is already broken. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers for the locker rooms on the second floor of the school. And you have to use your e-handbook to open those up. So does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then... No luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. So, what is this? There's a metal plate mounted onto the locker. There's no way to get it open. Do I even need to look in here anymore? Oh my gosh. My dog's going crazy and stupid. My dogs are going crazy and stupid right now. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. And it has a more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Should I look? Alcohol? Why is there alcohol? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. There's a PC on this desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looks like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. This PC still has some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However,
there's not much, though. Nothing we don't already
in other
know.
words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points to some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy, which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
However,
and that's all there is. Not much to it, is there? But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the headmaster is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on. I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair. That's so scary. What was that? Hello? Oh, secret door? Secret door? Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is it some kind of design mistake or a construction defect? No.
so...
There's a gap here, but just not any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
Indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space? Does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure it out? Like some kind of trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy, I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what that password might be. All we know is it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been in his password. When I think of how much time I wasted on this, I think the password's her name. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she couldn't get into. That's what she meant by regret. I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if we need to get in there, and if Kyoko can't figure out the password, no wait, there might be a chance. The password could be something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name? I knew it. Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hasn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password. Knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Oh, okay. I'm gonna try it. You know what? I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name, but if that's not it, that just might hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about Mimikoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay, in that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed in her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Beep. What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
Why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room. She looked grim. Kyoko? I knew it. I called. Hey, Kyoko? I might as well not have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed on only one thing. Why is there a That's so creepy. Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. Stop, is that B.A.B. Coco? Oh my god, I screwed that up so bad. Okay, check in next episode to see Baby Coco or Kyoko. I'm so